Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Western Roman Empire campaign. So between episodes, I've gone ahead and advanced the turn, and then, or actually no, we didn't advance the turn. Sorry, I did, however, spend everything or most of what was in our treasury on various building upgrades, just kind of pushing things, further along the path we had already set. So nothing really too exciting there. I have started marching these guys further south. Because again, we were trying to get this legion from Britannia to somewhere along our eastern border, because that's where we're obviously having the most issue at the moment. That and Africa, but we don't need help in Africa right now. So things are actually looking pretty good. I'm going to have 3 legions along this little stretch, and then a 4th over here protecting that one. And we have the Macedonians and the Dacians helping us out as well. So this looks pretty solidified, actually. So to that end, I don't know if there's really any more troop movement that needs to be done. Let's see. Do you guys need any? I'd like to get them more pikes, but we have to wait for the mercenaries to spring up there. Or eventually I can send them over here and recruit them from Britannia. That's something I think I'd like to do eventually, is build this into a full legion. We have the income. There's no reason not to maximize every single army we have, because we are limited in terms of the number of armies. I think we are at maximum, so we can't found any more legions, which means, we should probably just make sure that the ones we actually have access to are as strong as they could possibly be. So everything over there is looking just fine. Let's go down to Africa. I imagine we'll have some stuff to do down there. So the Germanians are still not moving on Garama, despite me, providing support for them. Let's see, how much of these? Oh god, 1,000 upkeep. Wow, no thanks. I'll probably just leave you guys as is, although that desert mercenary spear is kind of tempting. Let's see. Ooh, no, grab that. Good thing I had some money left over, so that will help. Hopefully we can get a few more of those, at least 2 more, because that's the only sword infantry we can really field. And I mean, it wouldn't be terrible to have a little bit more infantry, especially since the general's unit is effectively useless. Yeah, it's tempting. I'll do it. Okay, so again, I'm waiting for the Germanians to come in and take this. I have issued the war target. The legion here is just standing by to reinforce when they do it, but the idea is to get them to take it so I don't have to manage it myself. Meanwhile, the rest of Africa that was formerly, falling apart for us is slowly re-stabilizing. Public order is headed back in the right direction, although just barely. Most of that is coming from my legion here, and that's another legion we'll need to build up. This one is doing okay. I think it needs, no, it's full. It could use some artillery, but otherwise it's fine. Whereas this one's got 5 slots left, and we want to fill all 5 of those. Africa is doing really well, actually. No military here at all, and the public order is skyrocketing. It's maxed out. And then over here, things are going pretty well, but eventually I will need to conquer these guys and absorb that settlement into this province so that I can, maximize this province in terms of like output, food, and all that. So I don't think we really, hold on, let's take you guys out of force march. That would be smart. And you're already in the settlement there. Perfect. Oh, we've got Huns on the horizon. Let's see, nothing there that would be helpful to you. I'm wondering if I should push you forward and have you block this pass, because potentially they can run right through and cause all sorts of trouble for us. Although if they do that, it's not that hard for me to shift those legions south. I guess we'll see what they do. Yeah, we'll see what they do, because theoretically, if there's more than one stack there, These guys don't stand much of a chance. And even against a single stack, I don't know how this particular legion would fare, because this is far from being optimized. Yeah, I mean, not a great time to start changing stuff around right now, but we can recruit better troops for these guys. So eventually what I'd like to do with this one, after this is dealt with, is I'll disband these brigands. I'll disband the Federati spears. These guys are better, right? I mean, javelins are pretty nice additions there, but in terms of melee combat, these guys are superior. Yeah. Although square formation is kind of nice. I do like square formation. I'm wondering if I should... Maybe I'll run these guys instead of the Palatina, since I already have two. And we'll see how they do. Because I like the idea of square formation, and I like the idea of javelins. Especially on a unit that I'm exclusively using to bookend my spear or my pikes. So I think that would actually be pretty useful. We'll give them a shot. I'll disband these guys. These pikes are going to go, and we'll get the Monalotoi pikes, because they are significantly better. And eventually I'd like to replace all of these Germanic hunters, preferably with Ballistari, but if I have to, I'll use Funditores or mercenary slingers. But yeah, that legion needs a major overhaul. Other than that, I don't think there's much left for us to do there, so let's jump into faction politics and make sure everybody's got an appointment. Vedius, I'm not going to demote you. I'm going to save that, because we've had a log jam down here. I don't see any reason to like move somebody back down and make that problem worse. Let's see. Gaius Lucullus. I could demote you. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Is he the only one that can move, or are those the only two that can move? It looks like it. So you, wait, no, this one, you're gonna go down to, I'm gonna make you a military count, right? Yeah, because in terms of like for a governor, neither of these is really ideal, so I may as well move you down on the assumption that one of these will probably free up sooner than one of these will. So there we go. Let's see. You need to level up, and soon, because I need to promote you. Is there anything here that would help? No, although I should give that to somebody because that's pretty good. Okay, I suppose what you have is fine. Yeah. Okay. And Titus Pullo, you need to gain some influence. So obviously we're going to have to do that through fighting. But we need to get him appointed somewhere back in here, because he's kind of losing out on potential... Because these offices give you additional influence when you earn influence. So theoretically you want somebody in an office at all times. Oh well. And let's see. Oh, this guy, right. Publius Pompeius Potitus? I don't know. He is our daughter's new husband, and she's got a ton of influence. But he's going to need an appointment as well. He's a governor, though, so he's going to earn it a lot more consistently. And eventually I think I'd like to make the emperor a governor as well, just because I don't want to risk him getting killed. And also, the governors, again, earn influence a lot more consistently, and so I think doing that would make it easier to utilize his political options rather than being a general and trying to rely on that. Let's see, we've got the defensive alliance with the Franks. Our relationship with them continues to improve. Let's see if we can maybe go for military access. They really want to arrange marriage. I don't want to marry her off. I just don't want to do it. It's nice to have a character around that I can rely on. So let's see, military access, and I don't have a ton of cash, but I'll offer you what I have left. No, okay. But we're not far off from that. So let's try it one more time with everything I have, which is not very much, but we'll try it. Oh, it was enough. Fantastic. So that will continue to bolster our relations with them even further. And on the next turn, or maybe a few turns after that, we'll see if we can get a military alliance. But even the defensive alliance is fine, because if anybody... Well, no, I think I'd rather have a military alliance. Because I want them to conquer Frisia. And that's going to require me to, you know, issue war targets with them and stuff. Which technically I can do, but we need to both be at war with the same faction. And let's see... Germantians were hanging at neutral. Next turn I will throw some money at them. But at least we're, you know, above 0 and not falling. So it looks like we're going to find ourselves in conflict with the Geats because they own all of this. And I'd like the Franks to own at least that and this. Maybe all of it, I don't know. But I want the Franks to get stronger because, again, that's another buffer I can rely on. So I think that's it for this turn. Let's go ahead and advance and see what the Huns do over here. Okay, so we've got another big push by the Huns here. We'll take a look at it in just a second. Somebody is defaming us. I have to pay him off, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I probably should. He's trying to defame our daughter, apparently, and that would hurt her influence gain, which I don't want. So I'm going to spend the Emperor's influence to prevent that. That's a shame, though. I'm going to have to find that guy, maybe execute him or something, because I don't want to continually have to deal with that. So, let's see. We've got some more demolitions complete here. I don't know what I was intending to build there. I think I was going to go with more sanitation, probably. So a waterworks. Let's see, what does this tree get us? An armorer, a carpenter, or a blacksmith? I think in this case I'd rather have the sanitation. And then in this slot we can do some sort of production building. What about over here? It looks like I tore that down. Right, because I intend to build it there. So this can be anything then. What was I building in the other... Well, that one's kind of different. Let's see here. I guess I could go down the Tabernet tree. Scriptorium would get me an Imperial Library. Food Emporium, Wine Emporium. Food is good, but I'm more concerned about public order, really. Yeah. I don't know, a lot of the Roman buildings, to me, aren't nearly as good as the Barbarian Kingdom buildings. Which is kind of a shame. I guess I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll figure it out later. I don't obviously need to upgrade it right this second. And then over here, I wanted the forum in the center. I'll leave that as is. And is there anything else? Another auditorium. Oh, that must have been over here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to convert that to, so I'll just leave it. Let's see, garrison quarters. That would give us a little bit more public order, but at the cost of a lot of food, which I don't think is justifiable right now, so we'll leave that alone. Is there any provinces that have public order that is falling? You guys. And that was the one I was just looking at. Huh. Well, Squalor is fine. They're having public order issues from apparently immigrants. Nothing I can really do to help that, though. Not that I'm aware of anyways. Is there anything in this tree that would lower that? No. Yeah, nothing that's going to help with that, unfortunately. Okay, so what I can do is upgrade these, and that will cost us considerable amounts of food, but it will add public order and growth, which will help us unlock the rest of these. So we'll do that one, and maybe this one. You know what? Potentially all three. because I don't think we're going to need to really spend too much money elsewhere. Marcianopolis came under siege by the Huns. I'm curious, if we ride out to attack, what are our odds? We do outnumber them. Problem is, they've got obviously a lot more, actually not as much cavalry as I would have thought. They have 5. I have probably 5 as well, yeah. So that's an interesting thought. I don't know if we'll have time to fight that today, but we might ride out and attack them. Although it looks like if I auto-resolved it, we would probably win. But that's, I feel like I should probably fight that one. So we'll decline for now, but I think we might do that. And then more Huns on the horizon over here. So let's see, where's that other legion? I need you guys hustling. Yeah, get in there. And you guys are going to have to shift. That's less than ideal. So I need you out of that stance. And the question is, which one of these do I protect? I'll go one there, and I'll put the other here, I guess. We'll do both, and just hope that maybe they split their forces, or actually, even if they double down with both of these against a single settlement, this is only a half stack, and it's a bit weakened, so I don't think they together would have enough to overcome one or the other. I don't like the idea of leaving this undefended, though, but it can't really be helped at the moment. And maybe the Macedonians and the Dacians will help me out. Wow, is that all you guys can train is Comitatensis spears? No, they have a Legio Comitatensis. I don't even have those yet. And let's see, you're waiting on some pikemen, but that's okay. Alright, so shifting our forces to meet the Huns, preferably like head on. And over here, everything looks okay. The Geats are hanging out in Frankish territory for some reason. I'm wondering if I could get the Franks to attack them. My only concern is that if they start losing, I don't have the ability really to come and help them. And so we could lose our new ally there. It looks like, oh, Lucius Veranius is leveled up. Right, let's unlock that, and I guess this, just to open up more of the tree. And I suppose I could pull you away if I had to. So I'm going to try to get the Franks to join my war against them. I didn't even realize I was at war with them. But let's do a couple things here. They're still not open to a military alliance. Yeah, I could join their war against the Picts. No, I want them to do that. Low. How much money is this going to cost me? I don't think they're going to come around no matter what I pay. Yeah, I'm not going to offer them that much just to have them join a war. Strange, though. I would have thought they'd be more open to it because they're currently being trespassed against. But apparently they don't care that much. I'll give it another turn and maybe it'll be enough. That's starting to deteriorate, so we need to give them some money. Let's offer them a small gift. Okay, good. Headed back in the right direction. And unfortunately, it seems like we're going to have to keep throwing money at them. The trade agreement doesn't seem to be helping enough, and because they're a puppet state, there's not enough other diplomatic options to build up a rapport with them. Let's see. Things with the Langobards are going pretty well. Let's see if we can get them in on this. Non-aggression pact, fantastic. How about a defensive alliance? Not yet. Military access, maybe? No, okay. That's fine. Things are still moving in the right direction with them, and that's one more ally that we can use as a buffer. And if we end up getting the Franks to go to war with the Geats, maybe we can get them in on it, and they can help out. Let's see, you're a puppet. You guys are military allies. I'm going to direct you. Hold on, I still have a... No, that's right, I can't issue a war coordination target there. Well, can I get you to maybe help out over here? There we go. That's probably the biggest concern. I'm not that concerned about this one. If I need to, I can have... I can reissue it over there, though. But both of the Dacian and Macedonian armies are closer to here anyway, so we'll try to get them to rally in that direction. Quadians, you're not really involved in anything right now, so I'll just leave you alone. But that looks to be it. Things are going pretty well with just about everybody. I think diplomacy really saved us here. Bastarnians. I mean, we got the trade agreement, we got the non-aggression pact, that's all I really need. Alamans. Huh.
You are welcome.
Maybe? No? How about with a little bit of cash on top? Get things moving in the right direction. Let's try... Ooh, that's a lot. Can we do a reasonable amount? Sure. No. Okay. Let's keep trying it, because that would be very, very helpful. No, wrong side. There we go. And still rejected. Okay. Let's see. I'll offer whatever the next value is. That might be too low an increase, but... Come on. Work with me here. I wish they would counteroffer with an amount that they would accept. Because obviously at moderate, there is an amount that they could, you know, or that they would willing to accept. Willing... I can't seem to talk right now. There's obviously an amount that you could offer that they would be willing to accept. So I wish they would counteroffer with that offer, even if they're like highballing you, just to know, like, okay, that is the amount that I need to offer, or at least that would get me there. So then I can kind of, you know, haggle a little bit and try to get them down from that price. There we go. So 2,000 was enough. And that's going to start improving our relations with them a little bit more. Hopefully when we hit that neutral threshold, which we're already kind of in, but once we pass 0, maybe we can get another agreement with them and just kind of continue to parlay that into an alliance. And let's see, did we jump into here yet? You're a governor. I'm gonna demote you, I think. Unless somebody else needs that Master of Foot spot. I think you should probably get it. So you're gonna go here. And what else do we got? Luckily everybody's a bit low on influence. I'll move you to here. And then we'll wait on the next turn and move some more people around. Let's see. Still not ready. He's getting close, though. We'll try to make sure that there's a spot here open for him when he hits that threshold of 20. And Marnus, I'm just waiting for you to level up so that we can get you into the top slot there. And let's see, you are kind of waning on influence. I didn't see anybody with like terrible loyalty, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. We have a little bit of money left, so where do we want to spend it? Not particularly appealing there. Yeah, I need to get them back to Britannia if I want to train this legion up. The problem is I've got like wolves on the doorstep, so I gotta be real careful about that. I guess I would need to send them first, and then once they're here, send these guys back. The problem is they could probably very easily just, you know, sail over here and attack this while it's empty. But I think that might be worth doing, because this legion doesn't really need to be trained up any further, although a little bit more cavalry certainly wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I think more cavalry would actually be pretty useful here. And the the Nordic and Celtic cavalry is not particularly great in my opinion. So let's see, if I force march you, I can get you partway across. Yeah. So let's have you do that. The question is, what's the fastest way to get you there? Probably this way. So next turn we'll march them on over and then these guys can swap. Okay, meantime, got a little bit of money, probably enough for one more building. The thing though is everything's going really smoothly, so I don't really need to worry about upgrading too much. I guess Lindum will upgrade you there. That'll give you a bigger garrison and add a little bit more public order and growth to this province, which should help. And then I've got a little bit of coin left to spend on maybe some mercenaries in Africa. Let's see, let's unlock that, and I'll actually do... Oh, that's only for cavalry though. More melee defense is tempting. Yeah, let's do that. And you don't really need any more spears, although I suppose it wouldn't hurt. And I gotta figure out why you guys can't attack them. My assumption is that they're not at war with them, but the thing is, African rebels are rebels. They should be at war with everybody. Yeah, let's make that 5 spears. And why? Like, I don't get it, because not only are they rebels and they should be at war with everyone, but since the Germantians are my puppets, they should be at war with everyone that I'm at war with. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. I suppose I could just raze it to the ground and hope that they come and populate it. My only concern is that maybe the Eastern Romans have far bigger concerns, I would think. So I'm curious, what's your garrison like here? Oh, it's pathetic. And then this army looks like it's falling apart. So are you like basically dead? I'm worried that if I move, my general's gonna die. But the thing is, he is not replenishing it all, so I kind of have no choice but to just go for it. And that's an auto resolve if I've ever seen one. So wipe them out, and then we're just gonna burn it to the ground. Actually, we could sack it first and then raise it, because that would give me more money. Yeah, sack it. Then burn it to the ground. Alright, Germantians, it's all yours. And you're just gonna have to hang out there for now. But that's fine. Hopefully they do go and take that, because otherwise that was kind of a waste. I guess it's one less enemy to have to worry about. And I still have a little bit of money left, so I don't know where I'm going to spend it. I'll look around a little bit and come back in a second. Alright, so I'm not really seeing anything. Although, after poking around in diplomacy a little bit, I think we might go to war with the Abdanians in the very near future. Because everybody seems to hate them. They don't have positive relations with any other faction. And they're currently at war with the Picts. I would have thought that they'd be allied, but no, they're actually at war with each other. So if I can come in and subjugate them, then I can use their armies, or whatever's left of them, to help me in subjugating the Picts. And again, I want to subjugate as many factions as possible, because I don't want to have to worry about more territory to manage. Obviously, our empire is bloated enough, and I will get more and more corruption the more provinces I take on as well. So, yeah. Anyways, I think we're going to let the extra cash roll over to the next turn. Maybe we can find a use for it then. But I guess let's... actually, let me check the time. I might end it here and just come back with another turn in the next episode. And yeah, that's what we're going to do, actually. And that reminds me, too, we have a battle to fight. So that's perfect. We'll end it here. Next episode, we'll start with this fight, and then we will advance the turn. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.